We are live.
Over the YouTube?
Yes, we are live.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bihar Education Summit being organized by Center for Education Growth and Research. And this webinar is powered by Shobhit University as technical partner. Center for Education Growth and Research is the leading and only education think tank in India created with 4 innovations with over 10,000 aligned academicians, corporate and researchers. The CEGR National Council uh, includes chancellor and vice chancellors from all over India and regulators from AICT and leading industrialists. CEGR is the only education think tank to organize 56 successful events in 14 states on a single day. That is Indian Education Festival. Indian Education Festival benefited more than 12,500 on a single day. And today we are organizing in the series of initiative. Today we are organizing this webinar on Bihar Education Summit to discuss the opportunity and challenges in the state of Bihar and how we can improve the quality of education in Bihar. Basically, the population of Bihar is more than 13 crore, and the population of Bihar has tremendous potential. But unfortunately, students of Bihar are migrating to different states for the quality education, especially in the, Delhi, NCR, Pune, Bangalore, and Chennai, and other locations for quality education. So, how we can improve the quality of education in Bihar? Today, we have very eminent person with us as the speaker. Today we have our mentor, Professor. We have our mentor, Mr. Kumar Shekhar Bijandra, Chancellor, Soviet University, and mentor to CEGR and past president of CEGR, a visionary leader in the field of academia. So he will be addressing as the keynote speaker and welcoming the guest. Then we have Dr. R.K. Sohane, Director of Bihar Agriculture University, Sabor. Then we have Professor Prabhat Ranjan, Vice Chancellor D.Y. Patil International University, and he is basically from Bihar. So we have especially invited him. Then we have Professor Megha Agrawal. She is the trustee of CMH Group of Institutions of Patna. Then we have Professor Sujata Sahi. She is the Vice Chancellor of Group Vice Chancellor of ILM University. ILM University, and basically from Bihar, and few more guests will be joining in a short moment of time. So now I request Mr. Kumar Shekhar Bijandra, Chancellor, Soviet University, and mentor CEGR to present the welcome and opening remarks. Over to you, Kumar Shekhar Bijandra, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is, as always, indeed a pleasure for me to be with my colleagues on this platform of CEGR. As Ravish has mentioned, CEGR has been doing a wonderful job, especially brainstorming sessions, discussions, and creating platforms where we all can meet, discuss, deliberate some of the very important issues. Ravish, I am thankful that today you have decided to discuss on Bihar. My understanding about Bihar is very limited, but when I was trying to understand from the data available, so my understanding goes to Nalanda, Vikramshila, then to students, those who are coming, not unfortunately, fortunately, to different universities across the nation, including Shobhit University, and I believe to all the universities. But when I was looking at the data, a state with the 13 crore plus population is having 20 state universities and I think 7 private universities. This is a challenge. There are wonderful institutions. Professor Prabhat Ranjan, we discussed some time about his hostels, about his journey of Bihar. I understand that historically we had wonderful institutions, and even today we have wonderful people coming out of Bihar in our bureaucracy, in our other areas, in academia. But what happened wrong? What was wrong? Where what we missed? The gross enrollment ratio is around 14.4%. However, the national average is 27.1%. It means something is missing. What has to be discussed, and I'm sure that today all these discussions will be there. If I look at the research output, contribution of Bihar looks like 2%. So there are many questions which need to be addressed, and I am happy that eminent academicians, those who belong to Bihar, are here, and definitely they will discuss, and something will come out which will help the country to understand and find solutions. Infrastructure and resource is one of the challenge which need to be addressed. Curriculum, in spite of the fact that national education come, but there are still challenges that all universities have to work on curriculum development, and I'm sure CEGR can help in that also. Teacher development programs. I will request again CEGR and all other those who are present that your organization, your university or institution, if you can arrange, let us arrange. Let us try to make it more accessible and inclusive, what we are trying to do. Because in NEP, when we look at globalization, multidisciplinary education, increase of research output, and all, I will not go through that. I wish that that should be discussed by the eminent panelists, those who are here. One of the most important thing is that public-private partnership has to be increased in our state of Bihar, and that will increase when law and order, when confidence towards the policies of the government, when immediate and fast solutions, user friendly or institution friendly regulations will be there. More industry collaborations are required pan India that we have to work. Skill development centers, I do not have any data that how many skill development centers are there in Bihar, especially in advanced skill sets like artificial intelligence, robotics, or digital marketing, or other things. But they need to be discussed, and this summit is going to help in all those discussions. Let us work together on that. Because Bihar Summit does not mean that we discuss about the problems, we discuss about the shortcomings. And I think this summit is that we find solution. We try to do something together and we join hands. When Ravish said that the students are going out of the state to all over the country, in one way it is good, but otherwise, if I look at if they are going out of the state because availability of quality education is not there in Bihar, then it is a very wrong sign for the nation, a nation which is looking forward to be a Viksit Bharat in coming 25. So it is very timely indeed. Let us work on that. Let us discuss today. And I am sure that today's deliberation with all of the eminent panelists will help Bihar to identify and unlock its full academic and research potential for what CEGR is working, for what we all are working. My good wishes to everyone, and thank you very much on behalf of CEGR that all of you spare time, decided to be here and discuss a very important issue which is directly linked with what future we are looking forward and what we will be in coming 25 years. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Kumar Shikhar Vijan sir, for always motivating us with your ideas and your support, with your presence, and always grateful to you, sir. Now, I request Mr. Professor Prabhat Ranjan, Vice Chancellor D.Y. Patil International University, basically belongs to Bihar and a man with a visionary approach. We look forward to your views, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravish ji. Actually, it's midnight here. I'm in California. But this topic was so close to my heart that I decided to stay awake and, and participate in this. As Ravi said that I come from Bihar. I studied in a place called Netarhat, which was part of earlier Bihar, now part of Jharkhand, the Gurukul style school. And from there, I moved to IIT and then Delhi University, and then I came to Berkeley to do my PhD. In 1986, I came back to India. Uh, so I had written a blog around 2011-12, which kind of summarizes my thought process. As was mentioned in that blog, the data might be a little outdated now, but things have not changed qualitatively. I had seen that Bihar's population was about 8 to 9% of the country, whereas number of engineering seats was only 0.39%. That means it was less than 0.4%. It was that time it was only about 5,000 engineering seats, and similar in other cases. Whereas if you look at Tamil Nadu, it was like 2.85 lakh seats. Andhra, it was 3 lakh seats, and so on and so forth. So that means that when we calculated, we found that a huge number of students are going out of Bihar to these other places, which Kumar Vijayan Sekhanji also said that, Shobhit University, his university, my university in Pune, everywhere students from Bihar come. Very interesting thing that I have seen is that I have students of Maharashtra. If I leave out urban part of Pune and Mumbai, they all worry about fee discounts and so on. But the students coming from Bihar actually never ask about lowering fees because they value the education. So I always said that education is the lifeline of Bihar. Now, what happens? The two levels at which we need to work. One is the lower level of education, the primary and secondary level. Like I went to Gurukula style school. Netrahat was one of the best education that I could have got ever. I lived in ashram from age of 10. And when we talk about past glory of India, as Kumar Vijayan Sekhar mentioned, that we talk about Nalanda, we talked about Vikramshila. So past glory of countries related to education system, which was majorly in Bihar actually. Now, what has happened is that over last few hundred years, or I would say 1,000 years, things changed. Nalanda was destroyed, and we could never come up. I was hoping that the new Nalanda University that's come up would take a lead, but so far I have not seen much happening there. Although government is spending a lot of money, buildings have come up, but in terms of providing quality education to large number of students, it has not happened. So what I actually suggested at that time in my blog, and my blog site is ranjan.in. You can go into that and see that. I had suggested creating 5 to 6 mini cities in Bihar. Idea was that typically the government announces that I would create engineering college or medical college in every subdivision or every district of the state. That is a political statement which is trying to say that I will make facilities available to everyone. But if you look at from a student point of view, they do not necessarily want to go to any place, they want to go to the best place. Now, if I want to create a quality system, we need to build these clusters. I had called them innovation belts. It can be called innovation clusters. This was like a mini city where you provide all the facilities, which will have educational institute, research institute, and industry coming together. I'll give you examples of these. In Gujarat, there is a Vallabh Vidyanagar, which maybe in 1940s or 50s, the barren land with it was supposed to be famous for robberies and so on and so forth. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel organized things there. And when 12 years back, I had visited that, it had 1 lakh students, about 100 educational institutes, a five-star hotel, and so on and so forth. It's close to Anand actually. That transformed the whole economy of that area. In my university, the campus I am in Pune, that land was purchased in 1998. It was 32 acres of land, and there was nothing around. People used to say that time there was a kacha road going through, and people didn't want to travel through that road in the evening time because it used to be scary. Today, whole city has developed around that campus. So educational institutes serve two purposes. They're actually nucleus for growth. Second, when a student goes to higher education institute especially, they actually not only go to get education, but they also settle around that area. So they contribute to the economy of that area by and large. I'm not saying that every 100% of them. So what is happening is that Bihar is actually losing not only the students. I had calculated that about 2,000 crores rupees is going out of Bihar every year just for engineering education from the students who are paying fees to different places, including universities like mine or Kuvarji Shobhit University. So, a lot of money is going out of Bihar, a lot of talent is going out of Bihar, and wherever they go, they actually settle down there, they contribute to this. So, this concept of mini city was to actually promote clusters, which would be at 5, 6 places I had actually suggested. A few was based on some education institute that already planned. One was Central University of Bihar that was planned in Gaya, Central University of Bihar Motihari campus. Third was Aligarh Muslim University was coming up in Kishanganj, so I had suggested Kishanganj. Fourth was because Vikramshila was in near Bhagalpur, so Bhagalpur was fourth one. Then one cluster near Darbhanga, Madhubani, between that. And then people from Siwan told me that there's a lot of money that comes from Middle East there. People don't know what to do. So please put that also as one of the clusters. And we don't require government money. There's plenty of money locally available. If there's idea, we will work on this. So this is just an example of this. Idea was these clusters would have the best facilities available and they will be well connected to each other and so on and so forth. I'll give an example from my life. When I went to Netarhat school, which was in a forest, it was a height of 4,000 feet uh, above Ranchi, about 2,000 feet above Ranchi. There, when the teachers came, typically there'll be both husband and wife would be there. One of them will be working, one of them will be, housemaker. That was acceptable at that time in 1950s, 60s, 70s. But today, everybody, both wife and husband want to work. So what happens that if I create education institute in a jungle, okay, let's say one education institute, opportunity for both of them to work together is very difficult. So what happens is that finding quality faculty members becomes very difficult. So they tend to actually, while they may join temporarily, they'll tend to move out to some other place where there's opportunity for both of them. So creating education institute in isolation is not a good idea anymore. It has to be part of a cluster. So I would stop at this point by making one more comment, is that this cluster idea we should discuss more. Second is that what I have noticed that if there is an education institute set up in Bihar, you attract good talent. That means another thing I have noticed personally. On my front, I have been wanting to go back to Bihar for a long time. Well, I tried around 2010, 11. Uh, I have been hoping that I spend more time in Bihar. It's not been happening. My current tenure of vice chancellor is getting over in a few months' time, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to spend more time. Uh, we also have a family-run school in Patna, and there are other schools run by my Netarhat colleagues, Netarhat alumni. There's one school has started in near Rajgir called Chakrapani Avasya Vidyalaya, one in Purnia Vidya Bihar, and there are others. So we're trying to also see how these schools could contribute at primary and secondary level and then higher education level. There are universities, as Kumar Vijayansi suggested, private universities with support of government is going to play a very important role. So I'll stop at this point. The further questions come up or some comments I can answer. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhat sir, for enriching us on what should be done in Bihar. So, what I have known across my life up till now, from school to college, then studying at the university, completing my PhD from the university, is that all my friends who are from Bihar, they are very hardworking, very, very hardworking. And today, all of them are success stories. I found people even in Europe and other places, they say that our roots are in Bihar. Over to Ravishi.
Thank you, Sumitra. Thank you, Professor Bharat Ranjan sir, for always sharing the words of wisdom. And now I request Professor Sujata Sahi, Group Vice Chancellor, ILM University. She is also basically belongs to Bihar, a senior academician. So I look forward to your views. Over to you, Sujata ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ravi. and thank you, Kumarji, for giving us this opportunity to discuss Bihar, which is very close to, like Prabhat Ranjanji, close to my heart, born, brought up, studied in Bihar, and now I am on this position. So always I feel very, very passionate about the education system in Bihar. And one thing which I would like to convey, and I think everybody is aware, that Bihar is a land of people which we remember as an icon of our country. Either you take the name of Rajendra Prasad, so many people, and all the religion, dharmas, democracy all started from that place. So that kind of soil Bihar is. And still, being a vice chancellor group, being a tenure of vice chancellor, now group chancellor, I have seen students coming from Bihar. They are very good in mathematics, they are very good in quantitative techniques, but they're lacking in their personality development. So overall, when I go and see and meet people in Bihar, what I found and what I suggest to this platform, which we all can take up very strongly, the foundation of education. This one is, we are in a higher education system. We know that higher education system, we can initiate or intervene in research, in faculty training and all these. But what will happen to foundation, the secondary education, which is lacking in Bihar? So somewhere we have to create whatever Prabhat Pankaj said, cluster. So cluster, maybe UGC has come up with, or NEP has provision, KG to PG. That kind of system we have to create in a private setup. Although we have good universities, I am product of Bihar University throughout. And recently I visited that university. They are now working well and trying to improve themselves, but it will take time. But right now, what we can do, either we can intervene in the system where we can suggest them to improve quality of education through curriculum, through exposure, through faculty training. Faculty members, they are not trained enough to even integrate a single aspect from outside. Not a single curriculum is vetted by the industry, although this is not their problem. This is the problem of state. We have less number of industries in Bihar who can provide a regular support to academic system. So we have so many, like, different aspects, different components where we can create a support system for the education in Bihar. Students, they want to pay money, but they want to pay money to the quality education. They are migrating to different places. Why? Because they feel that their ROI will be reserved. But why not the same ROI we can provide in Bihar? We can create a system where they can be trained to go and give interview outside Bihar. So, Ravish and all the esteemed panelists, this one is one discussion webinar we have started, and we are very happy. We are going.
हाँ वैलिडिटी तक तो रहेंगे कर लो तुम कर लो
Sujata ma'am, you're on mute. Ma'am, you're on mute.
I'm on mute.
Now you're fine, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And no, I just like it. First of all, this one is the first initiative I have seen which has been taken for Bihar, and thank you to Kumarji and Ravish. But this is the one way we can discuss on this platform. But what I suggest, somewhere we have to come up with certain plan which can be given to the government or which can be discussed in detail, the phase-wise implementation that will support the Bihar education system. Otherwise, only talking will not work for all of us. So many places, I think all you, Kumarji has taken name, either curriculum, either faculty development, exposure, everything. Everywhere we have to give support. So this is just few points which I wanted to say. And maybe even I am like Prabhat ji, I am willing to go back to Bihar and support their education system. So I am also planning. Let's see what happens. Thank you.
With so many wonderful people willing to go to Bihar, I personally feel that we have to start an initiative in Bihar soon.
Yes. Sure, Kumarji, because the private university is only way to push education in Bihar. Otherwise, what will happen? The government has a very big setup and it will take time to improve.
I agree with you. Thank you very much. Over to you,
Yeah.
Abhishek.
Sujata ji,
Thank
actually,
you, Kumar Shekhar. Thank you, Kumar Shekhar Bijan sir, and thank you, Professor Sujata Sai, ma'am. And we have Professor Prabhat Ranjan sir who wants to add few points. So over to you, Professor Prabhat Ranjan sir.
yeah, so just I wanted to add, Sujata ji also mentioned that actually getting government to take action is a process that nobody knows. So we have to take into our hands, which is only the private university is the only way to do that. And I have seen that my university I have started in 2018, and in 6 7 years it has just grown like anything. Not only grown as university, but it has made impact across the whole country. So private university is the only way to go, and I don't think we need to wait for the government to take action. Yes, government should support. It should not come as a become a barrier in creating that. But yes, we have to come together, and Kumarji can take a step by starting university in Bihar
Yes.
with our support.
We all are there to support him.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Prabhat Ranjan sir. To add few points in the statement of Sujata Sai ma'am, 5 years back we have sent our recommendations to AICT to promote the technical education in the rural areas and backward districts. We have sent our recommendation that if any institutions or group of institutions want to open the institution in backward districts or area where we have very less number of technical institutions, especially Bihar, so we must provide few incentive to them, like no fixed deposit requirement for the technical institution, then no approval fees to the technical institution, setting up institution in the rural areas and areas where we have very less number of technical institutions. I am from Bihar, Baka district of Bihar, and we have only one government engineering college and one private engineering college. So and the population of my district is more than 27 lakh. So this type of area we have to support. So these few points we have sent that, and they are taking action on that. Now we have a few more guests who have joined, like Professor Parmendra Kumar Vajpayee, Vice Chancellor of Jayaprakash University, Chhapra. So we welcome you, sir. Then we have Professor Arvind Kumar Shah, Principal of PBS College from Baka. This college is one of the oldest college in Baka. So we welcome you, sir. And now I request Professor Parmendra Kumar Bajpayee, sir, Vice Chancellor of Jayaprakash University, Chhapra, to present his view how we can promote the quality education and affordable education in Bihar. Over to you, Bajpayee, sir.
Thank you very much. This is the first time I am joining such conclave in Bihar. I have been here for 11 months, and there are certain fundamentals which are wrong in Bihar. It cannot be done, as you are saying, by a superficial treatment. We need a complete restructuring of the higher education in Bihar. I have made some changes with the help of state government as well as with the governor secretariat. We did certain experiments in not 10 months. The first thing, we don't have the adequate infrastructure for skill-based innovative education in Bihar. There are very few multidisciplinary quality educational institutions in Bihar. We have not accredited the majority of institutions through NAC, and therefore the idea of accreditation is not there. The quality education mandate as prescribed by AICT or other regulatory institutions or by the NEP 2020, this can be implemented only when we have a certain critical structure. And therefore, the first thing is that all Bihar institutions, be it private universities, technical institutions, or the traditional universities, they must meet, they must join hand together. And this hand holding is very necessary in Bihar because the condition of infrastructure, laboratory infrastructure, digital infrastructure, computational infrastructure, use of technology enabled learning, MOOC platform, all these, I can narrate a number of things. This is not there diffused down to the college level. So we have to, as Professor Sahi was rightly saying, we have to sit down, make a concrete plan, and implement it phase wise. The role of private player is very, very important here because it is you who has to invest, who has to create infrastructure, and not as isolated institutes, but the institute that can cooperate, that can couple with the government institutions because they have the very good quality teacher. If you can provide a good quality infrastructure and we as policymakers can provide a good ecosystem, I think Bihar will move very fast. And there are enough potential in Bihar. There are enough opportunities in Bihar, but there need a plan, a roadmap, its execution, and on top of that, the commitment of all of us to improve Bihar. One more thing which I would like to narrate is that the Bihar State University Act, I am the three-member Vice Chancellor Committee's advisory group, both at Raj Bhavan as well as state government. And in last meeting, we have discussed that we need a multidisciplinary, flexible, uh, learner-centric, and multiple entry-exit option-based good curriculum and a good implementation strategy if we really want to improve Bihar. Uh, Another thing that is important is you need to develop the ODI structure and the good network up to the panchayat level. Because what is happening, uh, students register in universities and colleges, but they are not actually coming to the university and colleges. The number of students present in classes is very, very small. The percentage varies between 20% to 50%. The number of laboratories and the experiential learning platforms are very rare. We have to improve it. And there are many such things. In fact, if you compare the educational structure in other states and in Bihar, we need to do a lot of work. But it is not impossible, I tell you. It is possible and very much possible in a short span of time. The three things that we require is meeting together, understanding each other, coming together, and working together for the betterment of Bihar. One example I can give you, in last 3 months, we have developed a complete concrete plan at the initiative of Bihar state government. And I'm going to submit this plan, COE in Jayaprakash University, Chhapra, Center of Excellence for providing the training, skill, and innovation opportunities with a complete startup ecosystem for the institutions of Bihar. This we have targeted with an estimated cost of 300 crore. If private universities are also coming up together, within 5 to 10 years, we will develop a Bihar that will contribute significantly through education in the development of India, and we will share significantly in achieving the developed India 2047. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Bajpai sir, for your wonderful views and sharing the few details what we was not aware about. And we look forward to your support in the coming time also. Now I request Professor R.K. Sohane, Director in Bihar Agriculture University, Sabor, to present his view. Over to you, Professor R.K. Sohani, sir.
थैंक यू रवीश जी। मैं कुंवर शेखर विजयन सिंह जी को, वाजपेयी साहब को, प्रभात जी को और मैडम को, सुजाता मैडम को थैंक्स देता हूं कि उनके बहुत अच्छे व्यू हमने सुने। बिहार हम सभी जानते हैं कि ज्ञान की धरती रही है और विक्रमशिला, नालंदा, दो यूनिवर्सिटी हमारे 5th to 12th सेंचुरी में यहाँ पे पूरा वर्ल्ड पढ़ने आता था। और आज इस पे हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं बिहार एजुकेशन समिट पे। मुझे ये कहने में कोई शक नहीं है कि अब पिछले 10 सालों में राज्य सरकार के द्वारा बहुत प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं। अगर मैं भी कुछ दिन पहले नालंदा यूनिवर्सिटी गया था और उसको देखने को मुझे मिला, और वो उसी कॉन्सेप्ट पे, जो पुराना कॉन्सेप्ट, उसी कॉन्सेप्ट पे उसका भवन बनाया गया है और सारी पढ़ाई भी उसी तरह हो रही है। और विक्रमशिला भी अप्रैल से मई तक शायद आज हम माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी इसको भी शुरू करने या शिलान्यास करने आ रहे हैं। तो ये दो इंटरनेशनल जो हमारे प्लेस थे, दोनों को पुनः रिवाइव किया जा रहा है। दूसरा, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी की बात अगर हुई थी तो उसमें भी गया, मोतिहारी, दो यूनिवर्सिटी हैं। जहां तक स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी है, अगर हम देखते हैं तो जितने भी टॉप कंपटीशन उनमें होते हैं, उनमें बिहार के बच्चे टॉप करते हैं। जब उनकी जेनेसिस पे जाते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं वो बिहार से हैं, लेकिन उनकी एजुकेशन बिहार के बाहर हुई होती है, जो कहीं ना कहीं हमारी अपनी इंटरनल एजुकेशन क्वालिटी को दर्शाता है कि कहीं ना कहीं हमारी कमी है। अभी वाजपेयी साहब ने बताया कि काफी प्रयास हो रहे हैं राज्य सरकार के द्वारा। अगर मैं एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी की बात करूं, क्योंकि मैं एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी से आता हूं, बिहार एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी 2010 में बनाई गई, जो एक बहुत एंशिएंट कॉलेज था, बिहार एग्रीकल्चर कॉलेज। उसके पहले मात्र पूसा में स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी थी, जिससे सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी बनाया गया। और उसके बाद बिहार एनिमल साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी पटना में बनाई गई। और बिहार एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी पर जब बनी तो वहां पे उस समय मात्र 5 एग्रीकल्चर कॉलेज थे। फिर हमने हार्टिकल्चर कॉलेज खोला। फिर माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कहा कि हमारे बच्चे एग्री बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट पढ़ने कहाँ जाएंगे, उसका एक कॉलेज खोला। फिर बायोटेक पढ़ने कहाँ जाएंगे, उसका एक कॉलेज खोला। लास्ट 3 ईयर पहले एग्रीकल्चर इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज खोला गया है। फिर अभी फॉरेस्ट्री कॉलेज भी लास्ट ईयर से शुरू हुआ है मुंगेर में। तो कहीं ना कहीं राज्य सरकार का इच्छा है कि हमारे बच्चों को क्वालिटी एजुकेशन हम दें। उसके लिए क्वालिटी एजुकेशन देने के लिए एनईपी 2020 पे काम भी हो रहा है। जहां तक बात है कि स्किल बेस्ड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हमें कहीं ना कहीं क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा। अभी जैसे वाजपेयी सर ने बोला कि जो यूनिवर्सिटी बन रही हैं उनमें स्टूडेंट की संख्या इतनी ज्यादा है, लेकिन वो जब उनकी प्रेजेंस देखी जाती है वो बहुत कम होती है। वो कहीं ना कहीं वो क्वालिटी एजुकेशन को पीछे ढकेलती है। दूसरा, कहीं ना कहीं पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप यूनिवर्सिटी बढ़ाने की बात चल रही है, बढ़ाना चाहिए। अभी एक क्लस्टर के एग्जाम्पल दिया गया था प्रभात जी ने। क्लस्टर एक राज्य सरकार ने, जो हमारा मीठापुर है वहां पे जो बस स्टैंड था, वहां हमारी एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी की जमीन थी, उसको अभी उन्होंने क्लस्टर के रूप में, जहां पे आर्यभट्ट भी है, जहां पे मजरुल हक यूनिवर्सिटी भी है, जहां पर 7 to 8 इंस्टीट्यूशन उन्होंने उस जगह पे बनाए हैं और उसको क्लस्टर के रूप में विकसित करने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है। कहीं ना कहीं इनोवेशन लाने की आवश्यकता है एजुकेशन में, और इसमें डेफिनेटली हम सबको सपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा, चाहे प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी हो, और क्वालिटी एजुकेशन लाना पड़ेगा। जब तक हम क्वालिटी एजुकेशन नहीं लाएंगे, अभी डिजिटल की इंडिया की बात चल रही है, हमें डिजिटल को प्रमोट करना पड़ेगा, डिजिटल एजुकेशन को प्रमोट करना पड़ेगा, हमें मूक्स लाने पड़ेंगे। इन चीजों में कहीं ना कहीं अभी हमको आगे आना पड़ेगा, तब हमें कहीं ना कहीं अपनी सफलता मिल पाएगी। करिकुलम डेवलपमेंट को हमें आज के समय के हिसाब से बनाना पड़ेगा, हमें इंडस्ट्री के हिसाब से बनाना पड़ेगा कि आज कि हम वर्चुअल बैठ के साथ में बैठ के प्लानिंग कर सकते हैं कि कैसे हम बिहार में इनोवेशंस एजुकेशन में लाएं। और कुंवर शेखर जी, लता जी, सभी लोग रिनाउंड पर्सनालिटी हैं और बिहार से ही हैं। आप हम सब मिलकर अगर बिहार में बैठ के गवर्नमेंट के साथ, गवर्नमेंट और हमारा राजभवन दोनों कहीं ना कहीं एजुकेशन कैसे इंप्रूव हो, इस पर लगातार प्रयास कर रही है। अभी जो प्राइमरी टीचरों में बहाली होती थी वो भी इस बार गवर्नमेंट ने बीपीएससी से की है, कि कहीं ना कहीं क्वालिटी एजुकेशन प्राइमरी से शुरू हो। जब तक हमारा बेस मजबूत नहीं होगा, हमारी सारी क्वालिटी तभी बढ़ पाएगी। तो ये बहुत अच्छा प्रयास है, और कहीं ना कहीं हमें सेंटर ऑफ एडवांस स्टडीज फैकल्टी को जो है उसको ट्रेनिंग देने की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि जो फैकल्टी है हमारी उसकी नॉलेज अपग्रेडेशन भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो इस पे काम, और वैल्यू एडेड कोर्स, इन पे हमें कहीं ना कहीं इनको और देखना पड़ेगा। तो ये बहुत अच्छी एक शुरुआत है, और मुझे लगता है कि आज जो महानुभाव जुड़े हैं, हम सब अगर बैठ के एक इस पे रोड मैप बनाए, एक रोड मैप कैसे बिहार में एजुकेशन इंप्रूव हो। और अभी भी जो प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी हैं, कुछ अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटियां भी नहीं आ रही हैं। अगर शोभित यूनिवर्सिटी, डीवाई पाटिल, ये सभी अपने कैंपस बिहार में लाती हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटी माध्यम से भी बिहार को क्वालिटी एजुकेशन मिलेगा। राज्य सरकार जो भी विश्वविद्यालय हैं उनमें हमारे माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय हमेशा चिंतित रहते हैं कि कैसे क्वालिटी विश्वविद्यालय की इंप्रूव हो। वो पहली बार सारी सीनेट की मीटिंग में स्वयं जा रहे हैं, जो कभी गवर्नर महोदय जो हमारे चांसलर है कभी नहीं जाते थे। तो कहीं ना कहीं एक प्रयास हो रहा है, और सबका अगर मिलके एक प्रयास होगा, एक रोड मैप बनेगा, तो डेफिनेटली हम बिहार में क्वालिटी एजुकेशन ला पाएंगे। थैंक यू रवीश।
Thank you, Professor R.K. Sohani, Director, Bihar Agricultural University, for highlighting various issues and how we can make Bihar basically education hub of India. And now I request Dr. Megha Agrawal, Trustee CEGR Group of Institutions, one of the biggest group of institutions in Patna, to present her views. Over to you, Dr. Megha Agrawal.
Thank you, Ravishri, and warmest regards to all the panelists present here. My name is Mrs. Megha Agrawal, and I represent CEGR Group of Institutions from Patna. And trust me, I'm a proud Bihari. The reason why we are discussing over here that Bihar में ये problem है, वो problem है, but क्यों ये problem है? This is very important to understand. सबसे पहले अगर हम देखें, जो स्कूल में जो पढ़ाई हो रही है, in 8th standard, near about 80% students drop out. Why? Because midday meal सिर्फ और सिर्फ 8th standard तक होता है. तो यहाँ पेरेंट्स का कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है? मिड डे मील मिल रही है तो वो बच्चों को भेज रहे हैं. सिमिलरली द ग्रॉस एनरोलमेंट रेशियो अगर हम बात करें, 10th से लेकर के 12th तक में एक ड्रास्टिक ड्रॉप आउट है. तो जब तक हमारा बेस फाउंडेशन जो स्कूलिंग है वो इंप्रूव नहीं होगा, we cannot talk about improving the education in Bihar. For example, हम like if we are running a course called BCA, हमारे पास स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं जो कहते हैं मैम BCA करना है बट कंप्यूटर कभी नहीं चलाए हैं. The practical concept, the practical teaching, that is definitely missing. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Now, the status of schooling, that needs to be improved drastically. Like when we started, if I talk about that, we were into communication skills training and providing placements to students. We realized that education में दिक्कत आ रही है. अगर हम ग्रेजुएशन जो 3 साल का कोर्स होता है, अगर हम वो स्टार्ट कर दें, तो शायद जो बच्चों का एक बेसिक एजुकेशन है वो इंप्रूव हो पाएगा. That is how CEGR started, and I am proud to say that we have been placing students, and our students are right now across the world. They are working in Microsoft, they are working in Deloitte, they are in London, they are in Tokyo. So that makes us feel proud that yes, Bihar में बदलाव हो रहा है. अगर छोटी छोटी चीजें, अगर जो स्कूल लेवल की टीचिंग है अगर वो इंप्रूव हो जाए, बच्चों का मैथ्स बहुत अच्छा है बट कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स में वो लैक करते हैं, अगर ये सही हो जाए, देन डेफिनेटली लॉट कैन हैपन इन बिहार. मेरे बच्चों ने, हमारे स्टूडेंट्स ने, बीसीए के स्टूडेंट्स ने पहला एआई इनेबल्ड ह्यूमनॉइड बनाया है. सो इफ दैट इज पॉसिबल, अगर हमारे बच्चे कर सकते हैं, बिहारी कर सकता है, तो बहुत कुछ बिहार में हो सकता है. प्लस एक सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम जो हमें फील होती है वो ये है कि मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स, उनके दिमाग में क्या है कि मुझे जेई में जाना है, मुझे निट में जाना है, एंड 8th 9th के बाद से ही वो फ्लाइंग स्कूल में पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं एंड स्कूल्स में बच्चे मिलना बंद हो जाते हैं एंड कोचिंग में बच्चे मिलना शुरू हो जाते हैं। तो ये जो इतना बड़ा एक पूल को वी आर like channeling them to a narrow funnel, if that can be narrowed, like अगर उसको हम चेंज कर सके और सक्सेस के कॉन्सेप्ट को बढ़ा सके कि सिर्फ उसको आईआईटी में जाएगा, जेई में जाएगा, मेडिकल्स में जाएगा तभी वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं होगा। अगर वो कुछ और करे, अगर वो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर बन जाए जहां वो एक लोगों को वो जॉब दे रहा हो, वो सिर्फ जॉब मांग ना रहा हो, ही इज नॉट अ जॉब सीकर बट ही इज अ जॉब गिवर, there can be a drastic improvement because we all talk about kahan job kar raha hai, like a parent is proud if his child is a doctor or if he's an engineer. How about being an entrepreneur, because then he can give employment to lakhs of people. एंड ये चीजें अगर ये कॉन्सेप्ट बिहार में अगर चेंज हो जाए जहां पर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को उनकी ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट मिले, अगर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को सपोर्ट मिले, बहुत कुछ बदलाव आ सकता है। क्योंकि अभी एक दिमाग में है मेरा बच्चा डॉक्टर बनेगा तो अ पेरेंट इज प्राउड, द चाइल्ड इज प्राउड। एंड अगर वो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर बनकर बहुत सी फैमिलीज में रोजगार ला सके या उनके लाइफ को चेंज कर सके, देन दैट आई बिलीव वुड बी अ चेंज दैट वी आर लुकिंग फॉर इन बिहार। एंड ट्रस्ट मी, द करंट एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर, ही इज अ डायनामिक पर्सन। सो जो एक प्रॉब्लम्स आती है, बॉटलनेक्स आती है, दैट फाइल्स रुकती है हर टेबल पर, आई शुड नॉट बी सेइंग दैट बट दैट इज द फैक्ट, ये चीजें बिहार में बदल रही हैं। तो अगर इस तरह का एक पॉजिटिविटी आती है तो ट्रस्ट मी वी कैन से दैट बिहार बदल रहा है। आई कुड हियर अ लॉट ऑफ एमिनेंट पीपल हियर सेइंग दैट मन है बिहार आने का, सब प्लीज आइए, Bihar needs people like you all and we would love to welcome you all. And रवीश जी, मैं चाहूंगी that CGR का आप एक बिहार समिट, एक कॉन्क्लेव पटना में करिए एंड इनवाइट करते हैं आप लोगों को। एंड ट्रस्ट मी, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स वी कैन डू एंड बिहार इज नॉट दैट बैड, इट्स जस्ट अबाउट इनेबलिंग इट, डायरेक्टिंग इट एंड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स कैन बी डन। एंड सब यहाँ पर बिहार से ही माइग्रेट हुए हुए हैं। प्लीज कम बैक टू बिहार, बिहार नीड्स पीपल लाइक यू ऑल। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mega Ma'am, your wonderful views and inviting all the academicians from Bihar to come back to Bihar and support and contribute in the growth of the Bihar. Definitely, we will work together to make the Bihar one of the education hub of the India, and this knowledge hub of this India. Now I request the Professor Arvind Shah, principal of PVS College from Baka, to present his view. PVS College Baka is one of the biggest and oldest college in Baka district. Now over to you, sir. Professor Arvind Shah. Arvind sir, are you audible, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Tell me,
okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Thankful to Mr. Ravish Kumar. Welcome to all honorable speakers, Kumar Shekhar, Sandeep, Panch Pandey, Neeraj Agrawal, Professor Parmender Kumar, Vice Chancellor JP University Chhapra, Professor Sujata Sahi, Ma'am, Professor Rana Singh, Professor M. Faiz Ahmad, Rahul Sinha, गाड़ी रोक दीजिए, गाड़ी रोक सर। हेलो हेलो सर।
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Please tell, sir.
ओके ओके सबों को मेरा नमस्कार। बिहार भारत के सबसे बड़े राज्यों में से एक है और शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में कई चुनौतियों का सामना कर रहा है। राज्य में शिक्षा की गुणवत्ता कम होती जा रही है। क्योंकि कई स्कूलों में बुनियादी सुविधाएं की कमी है। हमारे गांव के बच्चे जिसे कहते हैं कि भारत की आत्मा गांव में बसती है और वहां के बच्चे यदि अशिक्षित रह जाए तो कहां तक संभव है कि हम शिक्षा को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं। मैं तो गांव से ही बिलोंग करता हूं। मैं जिस गांव से बिलोंग करता हूं वह गांव बिल्कुल मुख्य सड़क से 10 किलोमीटर अंदर है और उस 76 के जमाने में मैं मैट्रिक पास किया था, जबकि वहां आने जाने की कोई सुविधा नहीं थी। लोग सब आश्चर्यचकित होते थे कि अकेले कैसे पढ़ने के लिए जाते हैं। गांव में शिक्षा का माहौल नहीं था। स्कूल तो था, प्राइमरी स्कूल था वहां, उसी स्कूल से मैं पढ़ा, लेकिन मिडिल स्कूल और हाई स्कूल के लिए यहाँ मुख्य मार्ग पर जाना पड़ता था। आज तो वो सब सारी सुविधाएं हल हो चुकी है, लेकिन अभी भी गांव के बच्चे हमारे शिक्षा से काफी दूर हैं। प्राइमरी एजुकेशन मैडम अभी कह रही थी प्राइमरी एजुकेशन के बारे में, और आपके एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी के डायरेक्टर साहब भी, कि वहाँ मिड डे मील यानी भोजन की व्यवस्था जो बच्चों की है, गरीब परिवार के बच्चे वहां जाते हैं, मुझे लगता है सिर्फ भोजन करने के लिए जाते हैं, पढ़ाई के से कोई मतलब नहीं रखता है। और उसके गार्जियन भी उसी तरह से शिक्षा को नहीं ले पा रहे हैं, बच्चों को उस तरह से शिक्षा के लिए यहाँ प्रोत्साहित नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। उस गरीब परिवार के गार्जियन के ये लाचारी है, क्योंकि उन्हें पापी पेट का भी सवाल है और दूसरी तरफ बच्चों की पढ़ाई का भी सवाल है, और जिसके कारण से बच्चे आगे चलकर शुद्ध शुद्ध अक्षर का ज्ञान नहीं रहने के कारण पढ़ाई उनकी कमजोर हो जाती है। और अभी वर्तमान स्थिति में जो हम देख रहे हैं, अभी मैं प्राचार्य हूँ पीवीएस कॉलेज बांका में, जो बच्चे ग्रेजुएट कर चुके हैं 10 लाइन आवेदन नहीं लिख पाते हैं। वो ना तो हिंदी में लिख पाते हैं ना अंग्रेजी में। अंग्रेजी तो बात की दूर है, क्योंकि शुद्ध शुद्ध हिंदी यदि बिहार के बच्चे लिख लेते हैं आवेदन तो समझिए कि उसकी अच्छी पढ़ाई हुई है। हाँ, उसकी में कहीं न कहीं चाहे वह सरकार की ओर से कमी है, परिवार और गार्जियन की ओर से कमी है, समाज की ओर से कमी है, कहीं न कहीं यह कमी रह गई है और रह रही है। अभी भी वही स्थिति है। सिर्फ डिग्री लेकर के बच्चे हमारे रोड पर दौड़ रहे हैं, नौकरी के लिए कंपटीशन देते हैं, लेकिन फेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनकी शिक्षा अधूरी रह गई, ना हैंड राइटिंग ही लिख पाते हैं सही से। और चूंकि बिहार में एक तरफ प्राइवेट एजुकेशन है, जहाँ की इंग्लिश मीडियम के बच्चे, इंग्लिश मीडियम का स्कूल है, वहाँ बच्चे यहाँ जाके पढ़ते हैं, अच्छे फैमिली के, मिडिल क्लास के फैमिली के जो सक्षम है, उनके बच्चे कुछ आगे निकलते हैं, लेकिन उनमें से भी कई बच्चे मैंने देखा है कि इंग्लिश मीडियम के बच्चे भी कमजोर रह जाते हैं। इसमें चाहे गार्जियन की कमी हो या और कहीं पर कोई लेकुना हो, जिसके कारण बच्चों के एजुकेशन में गिरावट आई है। बिहार में शिक्षा की स्थिति सुधारने के लिए राज्य सरकार ने तो कई कदम उठाई है। राज्य सरकार ने शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में अधिक प्रयास करने के लिए कई योजनाएं शुरू की। अब जैसे लड़कियों के लिए साइकिल की योजना, साइकिल के लोभ से हमारे गांव की बच्चियां दूर दूर तक साइकिल चला करके पढ़ने तो जाती है, लेकिन प्राइमरी एजुकेशन कमजोर रहने के कारण आगे वह नहीं बढ़ पाती है, जिसके कारण कहीं फेस करने में उनको असुविधा हो रही है। इसके अलावा राज्य सरकार के शिक्षकों की कमी को दूर करने के लिए भी कई प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि क्वालिटी वाले शिक्षक को हम बहाल करें। शिक्षक राज्य सरकार कंपटीशन ले रही है और उसके माध्यम से शिक्षकों की बहाली कर रही है, जिसके कारण कुछ तो समस्याओं का समाधान धीरे धीरे हो रहा है, लेकिन अभी उसके लिए हम सबों को आंदोलित होकर के काम करना पड़ेगा। जितने भी एजुकेशनिस्ट हैं, शिक्षाविद हैं, उन सबों को धरातल पर उतर के काम करना पड़ेगा। सिर्फ वेबिनार से या कॉन्फ्रेंस कराने से यहाँ हमारे बच्चों में क्वालिटी एजुकेशन आ नहीं सकता है। जैसे कहते हैं कि कोई भी काम करने के लिए आपको सीखने के लिए आपको उसके लिए प्रैक्टिकल करना पड़ेगा। वही प्रैक्टिकल बैठिए ओके वही प्रैक्टिकल हम सबों को करना पड़ेगा। सारे शिक्षाविद गांव की ओर चलना पड़ेगा, तब क्वालिटी एजुकेशन हो सकता है। अन्यथा बात सिर्फ यूं ही करने से काम चलने वाला नहीं है। मेरी तो यही राय है। हम चाहेंगे कि बिहार में शिक्षा की स्थिति सुधार के लिए हम सभी लोग एकजुट हो जाएं और पहले राज्य में जो शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में जो भ्रष्टाचार था और अभी भी है भ्रष्टाचार को दूर करने के लिए हम सबों को एक होना पड़ेगा। एक तरफ सरकार तो क्वालिटी एजुकेशन की बात करती है, नए नए शिक्षकों की बहाली भी कर रही है, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ एक ऐसी एजुकेशन सरकार चला के रखी है जो कि यहाँ हजारों प्राइवेट कॉलेज, जिसको कि क्या कहते हैं, उसको ग्रांट मिलती है, वो ग्रांट के आधार पर चला रही है सरकार। वहां से करप्शन सबसे ज्यादा पनप रही है उस प्राइवेट कॉलेज से। प्राइवेट कॉलेज में पढ़ाई होती नहीं है। बच्चे चाहते हैं कि हमको बिना कॉलेज गए ही डिग्री मिल जाए, बिना परीक्षा दिए ही डिग्री मिल जाए। हमारे बच्चे यह चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन हम लोगों को उसके लिए रोक लगाने के लिए सरकार से मदद लेकर के यहाँ ये सब काम करने की जरूरत है, जिससे गुणवत्ता शिक्षा में आ सकती है और हम सब मिलकर के इसको दूर कर सकते हैं। इसके लिए तो सरकार कई योजनाएं भी चलाई है, लेकिन हमको लग रहा है कि सभी योजनाएं लगभग सरकार की यहाँ 50% से नहीं हो पा रही है। जिस भी माध्यम से चला रही हो उसके लिए सरकार को तटस्थ होना पड़ेगा। ये जो प्राइवेट कॉलेज है इसको कंस्ट्रेंट कर दें, क्योंकि वहां जो काम करने वाले शिक्षक और कर्मचारी हैं उनके बच्चे भी पढ़ाई से दूर हो रहे हैं, क्योंकि पैसे उनको समय पर मिलते नहीं है, तनख्वाह, और वो कॉलेज समय पर जाते नहीं हैं, बच्चे वहां पर आते नहीं हैं। सिर्फ डिग्री बांटने का काम चल रहा है पूरे बिहार में। यहाँ ये शिक्षा की व्यवस्था है। इस दुर्दशा से मैं तो बिल्कुल भयभीत हूँ। मेरे अंदर जो भावना है, इस शिक्षा को दूर करने के लिए सरकार से मिलकर के इस पर बात करनी पड़ेगी यहाँ कि आप इस भ्रष्टाचार को कैसे मिटा सकते हैं। वहां से ही भ्रष्टाचार पनप रही है और भ्रष्टाचार पनपने के कारण हम लोग शिक्षाविद ही हैं। इन सबों को एकजुट होना पड़ेगा, शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में गांव की ओर चलना पड़ेगा। धन्यवाद रवीश जी और सबों को धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद प्रोफेसर अरविंद कुमार शाह फॉर योर व्यूज एंड you have mentioned about the private colleges, but unfortunately private colleges are the engine of the Indian education system. This is the reality when we see the expansion of the education in all over India. I'm just giving you one data. The number of technical institutions in Bihar is only 162 technical institutions are there in Bihar, while the number of technical institutions in Tamil Nadu is 1209 technical institutions. Number of sir Arvind sir, please see to this data. This number of technical institutions in Tamil Nadu is 1210 technical institutions are there, and number of teaching staff in Tamil Nadu is 1,19,000 jobs are there. 1,19,000 jobs are there, while in Bihar it's only 3,000. And because of the expansion of private colleges in the Tamil Nadu, and students of Bihar are going to Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra for the quality education. So private colleges are the engine of the Indian education system. We need to promote this private colleges in Bihar. Then only the situation of education will improve in Bihar. And the key factor what we have analyzed is the academicians, lack of academicians as on the decision making for the policy making of for the education. So this is the one of the biggest factor. We need to promote academician as a decision maker in Bihar for making the policy for the education. Now we have eminent.
एक मिनट रवि साहू, मैं उस प्राइवेट कॉलेज की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। जो प्राइवेट कॉलेज डिग्री कॉलेज है बिहार सरकार के द्वारा जो चल रही है, जो जिसको ग्रांट मिल रहा है, उस वैसे कॉलेज के बारे में मैं कह रहा हूँ। टेक्निकल, नॉट टेक्निकल कॉलेज।
नहीं, कुछ भी हो, प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस हो सकते हैं दो गलत हों, लेकिन सारे को ब्लेम करना कि सारे प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस, अगर हम पूरे ऑल ओवर इंडिया के
May I correct it? Professor Sai is willing to tell you that affiliated from university, not private college. Those colleges in bulk affiliated from Bihar University, Chhapra University, or any other universities, they are not doing well. Not private like us. Yeah. So just a clarity.
And now request Professor N.K. Sinha, Vice Chancellor of Maharaja Agrasen Himalayan Garhwal University, to present his view. Over to you, Professor N.K. Sinha, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody, and it's a great opportunity to me to interact with the personalities who is thinking about the Bihar. Since I am from Bihar, and earlier it was Bhagalpur district, now Bankar district, from a small village of Ranikitta. And I remember those days when we were in school, and after passed out from school, entered in the university. It was really a great opportunity of that time, since always we are talking about the education of Bihar in terms of past, present, and future. Past was glorious. Everyone is talking about Nalanda, Vikramshila, Patna University, Bhagalpur University, and present situation when the government university rose to 20 and private university is about 7. So 27 university only in the Bihar, when the population is estimated as the 15 crore in these days. And in this scenario, we see the Bihar education of Bihar was never a weak or lack of quality. It was quality education. We will learn everything in the Bihar. Now, Professor Arvind Kumar Shah ji, Dr. Meghna Agrawal ji, who are in the Bihar and they have realization of the education in Bihar. We are out of Bihar and getting news from you. We never be a lack of quality education, but the stakeholders, particularly the parents, students, teachers, government, and a very nominal participation of private entrepreneurs in the Bihar has to sit together and revitalize the education system. Students, they are willing to move out from Bihar and going towards the Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai, in these cities only for the want of a very good placement. I would like to quote one example of Bihar, that the B.Ed colleges in Bihar, and a number of B.Ed colleges of Bihar is about 100 colleges, but the students are getting admitted over there with the higher terms of fee. Why? The government has started employing B.Ed degree holders in the state. They are finding the employment opportunity in the state. That's why students are fighting to get admitted in the colleges. And as one of my panelists quoted, that the government of Bihar started recruiting faculty from BPSC. And quality faculty is looking for. So if B.Ed can be revitalized in the state, why not other education? Only thing that we have to think about the availability of good teacher, availability of good infrastructure, and moreover, the availability of employment in the state. And if the student is getting opportunity of employment or some support from the government to start enterprise, a student will start staying in the Bihar, because the students from Bihar, they are coming to the metro cities and they are staying in pathetic condition for the want of the good employment. If it will be available in the state of Bihar, no students will move out from the Bihar and they will be there. Our policy makers, political parties, they are looking only for their interests. They are not looking for the interest of the future. Students, they are used in political parties as a student wing to mobilize the vote for themselves. But they are not mobilizing it for the quality education, as Dr. Arvind Kumar Shah quoted, that students are out from the institution. They are not coming to the institution, they are coming for the examinations only. When we are leveraging examinations, giving them degree, they won't be employable anywhere. So it's my urge, my request to all the stakeholders to come together, sit together, influence the political parties to think on this issue, and regain the glory of education of Bihar. That's all. Thank you. Not audible. Unmute, Ravish.
Hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful views. Now I request Mr. Kumar Shekhar Bijand, mentor CEGR and Chancellor Soviet University, to present the vote of thanks and closing remarks. Over to you, Kumar Shekhar Bijand, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon again. Indeed, I wanted to leave in between, but after listening to everyone, the concerns, the issues, and the willingness that everybody is more than willing to come together to do something together, I decided that it will be wrong on my part if I leave in between. I'm happy that a lot of issues were discussed, concerns were discussed, be it Dr. Megha's concern about school education, be it other issues, what is happening. We understand that the government is doing a lot of things, but we also understand that in a country like India, where we have a large demography, it is not possible that we can depend on the government. I remember one of the wonderful example of Bihar itself, of Chandragupta Institute of Management. Long back when it was established, I was in Patna. I read in a newspaper that the state government of Bihar is coming up with a business school, and somebody from South has joined as a director, the first director. I was very curious. I asked the place where I was staying to connect me to the director, and I visited that place. That was somewhere Chhajju ka something was there, a temporary address. I do not recall much. And
Chajju Bagh, sir.
yeah, Chhajju Bagh, yes. So I went there and I met the director. I asked him why you are here. What motivated you to come to this place? You are from South. You are from a wonderful institution of national importance. And you have decided to come where there is even no building is there, no infrastructure is there. So he said that the Honorable Chief Minister, he called him personally. He made a group of all those professors of IIM and other good institutions across the nation, those who are from Bihar, and he convinced that come and let us make and develop an institution at par with IIMs. Dr. Rana Singh used to update me very frequently, who is the current director, that the institution is really doing wonders. It's doing good. So, if I look at this one example, it means if there is a will, if there is a collective efforts, then neither infrastructure is very important, nor a lot of finances are required. Just a collective effort, togetherness, and a very clear mission, if it's there, then change will come. I'm sure that today's this summit, which has been organized by the efforts of Ravish by CEGR, and thanks to every one of you for sparing time, will not only remain one of the event of CEGR. May I request on behalf of CEGR to everyone, whatever ideas you have, whatever challenges you feel, whatever potential possibilities you feel Bihar is having, what we can do in coming, say, 3 years' time. If you could write even a small note or what you have spoken, that will help CEGR to bring a small note, and maybe which can be shared with the policymakers, which can be shared, as Ravish was telling, to AICT. It was submitted once, which can be shared to the chief minister, to the governor, and to other people around. Because change can come, and change is mandatory. It will come definitely. There are wonderful people around. Let us try to work on that. For me, it was a privilege to be with you all. I am not from Bihar, but I am from India, and in India, we all are together. We all have to ensure that Viksit Bharat has to come, and it has to come within our life, not after 25 years. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Ravish, for having us today. I will be coming to Bihar for a very specific task in February end. We have a Mahatma Gandhi convention over there of one of the oldest Gandhi organization. And it will be an honor for me to meet few of the panelists, those who had been here, and to learn from all of you what is happening and what we can do together.
So most welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just I would like to just last, I would
Yeah,
like to thank you, Kumar Vijayendra ji. And my suggestion is we can have, you are going to Bihar, and anytime you can just tell us, we will reach for the meeting. We can schedule a meeting with the governor of Bihar. Maybe a mentor, good mentor can be appointed to few of the universities to handhold and give ideas which we have implemented in Delhi NCR and other progressive institutes or universities. That will work because they need some kind of suggestion. Recently, I went to Bihar University as an alumni, as a chief guest in a Vice Chancellor invited me as a chief guest. And I felt so proud that being a student of Bihar University, I'm going there as a Vice Chancellor. But I felt that students are willing to learn, but nobody is there to guide. Somebody was talking about liberal education, integration of courses. Who will guide? Who
Ma'am,
will suggest?
ma'am, honestly speaking, in Bihar, as of now, the universities over here are running the syllabus of 1996.
No, I know. That's why I'm. So Kumarji will schedule a meeting with governor, and maybe we can have a mentor or some. Like AIU has appointed me mentor for one or two. Mentor few good people. Prabhatji can go and mentor one of the university, so that will work.
yeah, that is a really a good idea. And Madam, can I again request, please do share this note to Ravish so that it can be put in black and white. The same way, Dr. Megha, you have mentioned one thing, mindset has to be changed
Exactly, sir.
at the level of the schools and parents and peer pressures, because we all have students from Bihar. And generally, when we ask them what are their aspirations, so either it is very myopic or limited. They do not
Or
know.
it is sarkari naukri.
Uh, Actually, that is that. I was not willing to mention that particular thing because Sarkari Naukri is not a bad thing. We had never had that opportunity to explore, but I think it is also a good option.
So it's good, but it's not the end of the world. There are a lot more opportunities.
Megha, you just
Madam,
Megha,
I'm
you
not.
just see the social structure of Bihar. They need a secure job. That's why
Exactly.
they government.
True,
Uh,
true,
We have to
that
think about
security,
social structure, environment, everything.
true,
and once that from their mindset, this security will be out, then they will become wonderful entrepreneurs also.
true.
Yes.
Every person need a basic needs of the life. That's why the students are willing to get a job first and trying to excel in that area. We personally myself, I came here in 1990, and I remember the school education, the higher education. Everyone was very good in Bhagalpur University. I did my masters in economics. I remember there were 10 teachers teaching 60 students in the university, and this was the situation. So, in between, in these days, the number of teachers did not recruited, and the situation become
Whatever
pathetic.
process in between, I would like to say, whatever had been there, let it be. Time is there to change. And
Exactly.
I can vouch the best alumni of Shobhit University, 80% of them are from Bihar state. They are doing wonders globally. And it
So
is one of
acting as feeders to you.
yeah, it is the testimony what we know, what potential lies there. Thank you very much, everyone. It was indeed a pleasure to be with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Look forward to the next edition of the Bihar Education Summit.
Yeah, let us plan it in February